So here's what happened Sunday night. Two accounts, same market, same direction, same move. One of them made $276. One of them lost $527. Now, here's the part that's going to make you want to throw something at the screen. The analysis was spot on. The levels were all set. I was confident in the direction. And even being correct on all of that, I still blew the daily loss limit. One wrong click. That's all it took. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what happened, why the very thing I've been preaching since episode 2 is the only reason this story doesn't end a lot worse. For those of you just finding this channel, welcome. I'm 65 years old. I'm documenting my real journey to becoming a hopeful six-figure funded trader. Not theory, not hindsight, not a highlight reel, the actual thing in real time, green days, red days, and the ugly ones like this. Now, if you've been following along, you already know the story, but for those of you who haven't, in episode 2, I hit my $500 daily loss limit on a losing Friday. The platform locked me out, so I couldn't place another trade, even if I wanted to. Now, at the time, it felt like a failure. But in episode 3, I came back on a Sunday night, made almost $700 on a gap down open, and even then, I didn't follow the plan perfectly. In fact, I left about $1,000 on the table because I didn't use runners. Well, this past Sunday night, the market gave us another gap down setup. This time I managed to make a mistake I've made before, but I hadn't done so in quite some time. Let's go do the autopsy. So Sunday evening, I was away at a meeting that I had to attend. By the time I got home, it was around 7 p.m. The market had already opened, the elevator down flush, the move that has a very high probability of working out, it had already started without me. Let's take a look. That's Friday's close. There we go. Sunday night, boom. Leveling out, boom. Now, my first instinct at this point is not to trade. I shut down my desktop. I told myself, you missed it. Relax. There's going to be another move. You don't want to chase. Now, after turning everything off in our home office, I thought it'd be a good time to sit down with my wife, enjoy the rest of a nice Sunday evening. We hadn't seen each other much that day. Now, I'm walking back to the living room and I thought, wait a second. This is a textbook Adam Mancini failed breakdown setup. The market flushed down hard and fast. I'm looking for failed breakdowns. Had I traded it properly, I would already be in runners at this point. Now, remember, last week, even though I was very profitable, I missed essentially the entirety of the Monday move by not being in runners, and I resolved not to let that happen again. So I decided to put on a small position. I'm going to risk no more than $250. I don't need to be at my desk for this, or so I thought. So I went back into the office, I grabbed my laptop, I sit down on the couch next to my wife, and I thought, I got this. This is a perfect setup. Now, you may recall I have two separate accounts right now, Topstep and Tradeify. I opened the Topstep platform first. I bought two MES contracts, calm, disciplined, placed my stop for more than a $250 risk, small size, right instrument, right plan. Then I opened up my Tradeify platform on the same laptop. That's where everything went sideways. Now, you have to understand something about trading on a laptop versus your desktop. I mean, your screen real estate is much smaller. Your charts are compressed, and when you're moving fast, because the setup is already underway, it's very easy to miss something. Now, hear me, I have no one to blame but myself. I was simply moving on autopilot without really being in the moment. Now, I went to buy two contracts on Tradeify, same as Topstep, two contracts. But I was on the ES screen, not the MES. I didn't notice. I hit buy. Almost immediately, my heart stopped. You see, with MES contracts, when the market moves against you by 1 point, you lose $5 a contract. With ES contracts, the minis, you lose $50 per contract. Now that's 10 times larger, 10 times the leverage, and it can do 10 times the damage to your account. There I was looking at a drawdown that was moving in $100 increments instead of 10, and I knew immediately what I had done. Now, here's something important, and I do want to show it to you. In my Topstep account, you have risk settings. We've already shown you we do the PDLL, personal daily loss limit. I have $500 that liquidates and blocks me. So if I hit that, I can't trade for the rest of the day. One thing they have that's really awesome is you can also block out symbols. And I've blocked out ES, to prevent the exact mistake I made on the other platform. The other platform doesn't have this feature yet, anyway. So I really got to hand it to Topstep about this feature. I love it. So for people watching this, if your platform has a lockout feature like that, I would strongly encourage you to use it. It's saved me multiple times in my Topstep platform. Anyway, I'm in my Tradeify account. I'm in two ES contracts and they're going the wrong way. Wrong size. I'm in deep drawdown almost immediately. Now the smart move, the disciplined move, this was where I bought it, by the way, on this 5 minute candle here at 7107 exactly. So the smart move is to like get out right away. Okay, I'm down $100. Take the hit, move on. Not me. Not yet. What I did was I held it because I thought, well, if it bounces back, I'll get out for break even. And it didn't on the next candle, but it came very close to stopping me out on about 10 minutes into it. But then this very next candle, and this is where the big mistake was made. The greed kicked in, and I thought, you know what? I've got two ES contracts. That's $100 a point. If this thing moves 10 points, I got $1,000. Let's just hold on. Let's catch this move. Well, of course, the market has another plan. I get stopped out on this next downdraft, and check this out. I don't make this stuff up. The market moved one tick below my DLL. If my DLL didn't exist, I'd have been fine. If my DLL was $600, I'd have been fine. But it was $500. I'd already mentally agreed to that. Sure enough, that's what hit. Now look at what happens after that. Check out this move. Boom. Exactly. But greed kicked in where discipline should have. I've said it before. I'll keep saying it until it's in my bones. The market doesn't care about my opinion. It doesn't care that I was right. It doesn't care that I was sitting on the couch at 8 o'clock on a Sunday night, hoping really hard. It'll knock me out before it makes its move if I don't respect risk properly. The market caught a downdraft. I watched that drawdown accelerate and it hit my daily loss limit. And by the way, the reason it's over that is due to slippage. When the market moves quick, you may or may not hit your exact tick. I'm locked out now. I'm shut down for the day on my Tradeify platform. Now, as I said before, I was literally one tick from my DLL. Had I been able to absorb a little bit more, I'd have been fine. So that's $50 or so away from a potential four-figure winner. Instead, it was a $527 loss and another day of being locked out of my platform watching a beautiful setup unfold. As I've heard it said many times before, welcome to trading. Now, here's the question I've been wrestling with since Sunday night. I want you to wrestle with it too. Without the daily loss limit, if I'd have been sitting there free to trade, what would have happened? Option one, the market turns around, I hold, I make $1,000 or more. I look like a genius. I probably go into the next trading day thinking, I don't need a DLL. Option two, and this is the more likely scenario, I panic. I add to the position trying to average down, thus over leveraging. Worse yet, I'll flip my bias when it doesn't recover fast enough. Now, that's exactly what I did on that Ugly Friday in episode 2. So then this $527 loss becomes a $2,000 account wipeout, and it blows the account entirely. You see, I've been in this position before. I've got the screenshots of the four-figure recovery. I've got the screenshot of the blown accounts. I know which one shows up more often. I do know it in my heart. I mean, really, we all know how this plays out the majority of the time. And there's these very few outliers where that win skews our mind into thinking, we don't need no stinking DLL. Now, Adam Mancini talks about the discipline of following your levels and giving every trade every chance to work. But that assumes you're in the right trade at the right size. I was in the wrong instrument at 10 times the intended risk. Now, I have to believe that DLL did not cost me a winner. The DLL was the only thing standing between a $527 bad day and a potential account-ending disaster. I called in episode 2, the ceiling on your stupidity. I just didn't realize Sunday night how low that ceiling needed to be for me. So, yes, while I'm frustrated the DLL did cost me a winner, I still believe the DLL saved me from blowing up my account. Now, both of those things can be true at the same time, and more times than not, the DLL will save me from blowing up my account. I'm keeping it at $500 for now. Now, let me show you what happened on the other side of the story. I got in with Topstep, the two MES contracts here. The low at that point was 70.85 even. So I was able to, with the $250 risk, I was able to put my stop loss 2 points below that. And that's important because as long as that holds, that low holds, this trade is valid. So I'm sitting on my couch. My Tradeify account's locked out. My two little MES contracts in Topstep, they're still running. They're a little red, but I'm not emotionally charged about it. It wasn't a huge deal. I still felt confident in the trade. In other words, I wasn't rattled. I was angry about the Tradeify account, but I didn't at least let that interfere with this trade. I felt the setup would work. I went to bed. I let them run. Now, I woke up the next morning and I had an unrealized profit of between, it was at that time around 100, 150 or so. I moved my stop, I think, to about $20 just to make sure that the trade wouldn't go south on me should a tweet or a war headline or something move the market instantly and just blow me out totally. Now, at about 10:40, let me get there, the market started losing a little bit of strength. So what I did is I set a stop to where I sold one. And what I did, and again, I'm letting profit drive my decisions, but as you can see, it was a little bit toppy there. So I definitely didn't want a green trade to go break even, or worse yet, red. So I sold one at the first one I sold was, I guess, at 40. And what that did is it locked me in for a winning day at Topstep. I think I had $165 profit, which you need at least $150 for a winning day at Topstep. You get 5 winning days, you can get a payout. I wanted to ensure that no matter what, I had a winning day. So now I've still got one MES. The market continued to kind of to just get weaker. And I thought, let me just get out of this at this point. And then I ended up moving the other one. So I at least made at least $250 on the day. So it did end up stopping me out. I was happy for the day. I ended up getting actually a total of 267 for the day. What's interesting, it's the same market. It was the same Sunday night gap down, the same direction, same analysis. The account I set up correctly with the right instrument, the right size, the right mindset, that one made money. But the account where I made the fat finger error, but worse yet, then I let greed take over. Well, there I lost money. And the contrast right here is the whole story of my trading as well as what I want this channel to do for you. Discipline wins every time, even when you think you can outthink it. So here's where things stand right now. My Topstep XFA stands at 1347 and I've got 4 winning days. You need 5 for a payout, but I don't want to touch it until I'm at least at $2,000, preferably $3,000. As you can see, I haven't traded much in it, but what I have done is I've been consistent and racking up some base hits. Now, my Tradeify funded account, I can't seem to catch a break. It's sitting at negative 90 after absorbing that DLL hit. And it's crazy comparing those stats with my Topstep account. Now, I also have 2 follower accounts with this Tradeify account. They're both challenge accounts. One is up about $600. The other challenge I just started, and of course, I'm immediately down to 527.09. But psychologically now, one of the difference is I'm feeling like I can recover from this disaster. Time's going to tell the story. I'm definitely going to keep you posted. Now, getting back to the Sunday night debacle, the lesson from this autopsy isn't just the double check your instrument before you trade. That's just being aware. I made that mistake also, but the real lesson is what happened after the fat finger error. The moment I saw a break even flash on my screen instead of closing, that was the mistake. That was the old me, greedy, hopeful, undisciplined. As I say, consistency is going to be built on the carcass of these mistakes, and this one at least did have a ceiling on it. Now, here's my question for you this week. I genuinely want to know, have you ever traded the wrong size, the wrong instrument, the wrong account by accident? What happened next? What did you do? Drop it in the comments. Let's normalize this. You're not alone. I'm in there with you. If you're tired of the fake gurus that only show you the wins, if you want to see what it actually looks like to build discipline from the ground up, I'm 65 years old. I'm going to show it to you one ugly trade at a time. Please hit subscribe and thank you for your support and your comments. Let's get to that first payout together. I'll see you next time.